Right, back live streaming in Twitch, and we're back into the Grand Tactician Civil War, playing, of course, as the Rebels, which I would think would be much more challenging than playing as the Union, which, of course, won the real war. So we're back on episode 2 here, and we've had a couple of interesting battles, and I just saw this army here. And I don't think I have anything to deal with them. Got 4,000 men there. Well, we had a couple of victories over here in Arkansas with our Western Army under the command of General Longstreet, who has been doing a very good job over here. We're ultimately trying to get Missouri under our control up there. But I couldn't help but notice that we happen to have a Northern Army, a Union Army, that has somehow gotten around my Army of Tennessee here. I've got 5,000 men there. I think I'm going to have to come on down here and try and deal with these guys. Yeah, let's come on down this way, and let's start trying to corner them. See if we can't get them cornered and deal with them. Is there any other Union armies that have somehow gotten around me that I've completely missed? I don't think there's anybody over here. I don't think they've gotten into Western Virginia. And we're still trying to deal with Northern Virginia here. Let me get time rolling. Now, I still haven't quite figured out what's going on with. I'm assuming that I've been attacked here somehow, some way, which is why some of these facilities are smoking. But I haven't seen any enemies that I know of. So I'm not entirely sure what has happened there. And I'm not entirely sure why I have not been able to move the army of the Shenandoah. I think we finally gotten Harper's Ferry back under our control, so that's good news. But I did manage to successfully force them to bring the Army of Northeastern Virginia, the Union Army of Northeastern Virginia, back out of Washington to try and cover their western approaches here. So we did accomplish that with the Army of the Shenandoah. So that's one little thing that we managed to accomplish here. So got some good news there, but we're still just trying to build up our forces here in Northern Virginia. We've got Major General Cook is in command of our army at this point in time. I still have not been able to assign a General Lee to this army yet, so I think that's probably going to be a little while before he becomes available. To me now. What are you guys doing? You guys should be working on a fort, I believe, is what you're supposed to be working on. Yeah, we've got a fort here. We've only got 60 troops in the garrison. I need to get more men into this garrison here. So let me see if I can do that real quick. What is that fort? What's the name of that fort? That's Fort Harrison. Okay, let's go into the military here. And we want to include the garrisons. Fort Morgan. I've got a lot of garrisons here. Fort Brooks. I'm going to have to scroll through all these guys till I get to the one I'm looking for here. Yeah, Fort Harrison. Doesn't have much. How can I increase this garrison here? Add a new. Can I transfer? Yes, I can. Okay. So we've got the Army of the Potomac here. What is my weakest unit? 952. We got Hampton there. Let's go ahead and transfer Hampton. Come on, I want to transfer Hampton over here. Yeah, so we'll get... Yeah, so Hampton will now... He'll have a division here at Fort Harrison, helping to protect Richmond. And that takes a little bit of strength away from the Army of the Potomac, but that's okay. We need to get somebody in that fort to help protect against anybody coming up the peninsula there. And as far as being able to recruit, we are 18 days away from getting the Militia Act 2, which will give us 2-year terms of service for anybody that joins our army. Now let me get on over here and see. We're starting to move. Yeah, they're moving. I need you to come on down and chase down whatever this little army is right here. What is this? The Army of the Mississippi. They've got about strength of 2,000. And how are we doing over here with Longstreet? Longstreet is still making his way up to northern Arkansas, where we're going to try to move into Missouri. Not sure what's going on right here. It's being constructed. Got a supply depot being constructed over there by the Union, I assume. Anything interesting going on over here in Texas? Doesn't look like it. I may have to... I might want to swing through Oklahoma and try and get Oklahoma under my control here before I move into Missouri. Make sure nothing else is happening here that I might have missed. I'm going to speed time up just a little bit. Try and keep an eye on everything. Do you have your forces yet? Your reinforcements? He's still waiting on a... Still don't have any Napoleons available to us yet to upgrade our artillery. So we're going to have to use those 6-pounder guns so far. Army of the Shenandoah is holding the line up there, and then we've got the Army of the Potomac here. Wonder if we can get him another... Yeah, let's get him a Georgia. Tell you what, I'm going to wait before I recruit any more troops until I get Militia 2. How far away are we from that? Yeah, we're down to 16 days away. It won't be long. I'll be able to start recruiting again. I don't want to recruit anybody right now because their term of service won't really be that long. I want to get the benefit of the Militia 2 policy. I want to go ahead and get that benefit. Now, is there anything going on down here? Got a squadron here. Now, what's he got in that squadron? He's got 11 ships. What have I got in this squadron? We've got... Don't have a lot. While we're waiting, let me go ahead and take a look at my fleets here. There's the James River Squadron. This is under Commander Forrest. Do I have anybody here at Charleston Harbor? I thought I did. Let me see now. There's the Savannah. There's the Charleston Squadron. Now, where are these guys at? Let's give them a couple of more ships. Let's give them a... can give them a gunboat. Yeah, let's give them a gun. Let's give them a couple of gunboats here. This is the Charleston Squadron. Now, where they should be right here. This is Charleston. So where is the Charleston Squadron? What am I missing here? The North Carolina Squadron. It's the Savannah Squadron. Well, where's the Charleston Squadron? Okay, we need these two Savannah Squadrons to join each other here. Somehow or another we've gotten... don't seem to have the ability to join these fleets together. Can I get you guys to... can I get you to join them? Now, where is the Charleston Squadron? Got me puzzled here. There's the James River Squadron. We've only got 3 ships in that squadron. We definitely need more ships in this squadron. Let's give him a couple of gunboats here. Just something to help. Right. How far are we away from getting... we're 11 days out from getting Militia Act 2. Everything is still stable over here in Virginia. Let's go check out... yeah, okay, so he's moving down here. So let's bring Zollicoffer. Let's bring him on down. We got to chase this army down here. We got to run this Union Army out of Alabama here. Chase them down for me, please. And how are we doing over here with okay, he's got another army pretty deep in my territory. I wonder if I can chase him down. Department of the West. Let's head down this way and see if we can chase this guy down. How many men does he have? He's got 14,000 men. He does outnumber me. They have moved into Oklahoma. I need to get another army over here. Pretty bad. He's trying to build a supply depot down here. He's got 10,000 men. I need more men out in the west. I need more men in the west. Soon as I get this policy, we're 9 days away from it. We're going to start trying to get us some armies built out here. Okay, we're closing in on this guy. Keep coming down. With the Army of Tennessee, please. Confederacy issues bonds. I know he's down here somewhere because he's trying to build a supply depot. While he's chasing him down, let's see what's happening with Longstreet up here. Okay, Longstreet is starting to come on down. We're going to come on down and we're going to deal with this army, and then we're going to make a swing through Oklahoma and try and get Oklahoma back under our control. Okay, I need Zollicoffer to keep coming on down. Now, what does he have in his? What's his order of battle? He doesn't have much. He needs cavalry. Okay, let's get him a cavalry unit. We'll get you some Louisiana cavalry. How about that? We'll get a mid-size cavalry unit. Okay. They're not going to be here in time to help with this battle, but how are we doing up here? Okay, we're still holding them at bay over here, so that's good news. Okay, his army is out of supply down here. He does have 5,000 men. He's got more men than I do. All right, we're going to play this battle. It's going to be a kind of I don't know. It's going to be even odds here. We're just going to have to be very careful. Make sure that our men are rested, because we've got one brigade against another brigade, so we do outnumber him a little bit, but he's probably going to have better weapons than us. So I need to make sure that my men are rested. I'm going to have to be very careful in this battle here. Okay, so I will be coming in from the north, so let's spin this map around. Now he's already in control of all of the objectives. So he is defending, we are attacking. We're going to have to try and get across this river as quickly as we can. Let's just try and go ahead and get across right here if we can. Let's try and get on across. We've got 3 brigades and we've got 1 cavalry brigade here. I think that will probably be enough. All right, let's get started. Let me send my cavalry forward and let's make sure that he's not blocking this river. If he is, we may have to cross somewhere else. You guys start marching that direction. Need to get across this river. First thing, we have to attack him. Looks like they've got an unfinished railroad bridge over here that's being built. That will be an interesting little area right there. I kind of like that. That really adds a lot to the atmosphere of the game. You come on forward too, please. You guys get on over here to the road. Speed this up a little bit as we march. Bring our general on up. Get on across the river first, and then we'll try and come up with some tactics after that. Just want to make sure that they're not blocking the crossing of this river here. Doesn't look like they are. All right, let's everybody get on across the river. I want to make sure that my men are rested before I engage here. Looks like we've got one division against another division, so we've got to be careful. We don't have any reinforcements. It's going to take us a little while to get across this river. It's not a bridge, it's just a ford. So it takes a little time to get over. That's wanted to make sure he was not waiting for me on the other side of this crossing. I think we're fine, though. So the objectives of this map are right over here in, what's the name of this town? Danville. So we've got to take Danville. Yeah, Danville. It's all in Danville. Got a lot of low cohesion. So we need to try and get all that reorganized once we get over this river. Give our men a little time to get reorganized and get their cohesion back before we keep moving. Try and get that artillery unit across the river as quickly as we can here. They are slowly getting across. Come on, boys. Get on over there. Them cannons across that river, boys. Let's go, let's go. While we're waiting on that, let's make sure that everybody is shooting long range. Make sure they all get those orders. Let's see how Felix Zolokoffer. Alright, we're still trying to get the artillery across the river here. Looks like some guys are hung up on the bank here. They still haven't gotten free yet. Come on, boys, get them things up on the bank now. Let's move. I think they've finally gotten it up on the bank. Get our headquarters away from the river. Let's get Zolokoffer up out of the river now. Okay. Okay, let's get it. Make sure everybody's rested. They're well rested. They're well rested. How are my artillery guys? They're tired, so we're going to have to give them a chance to rest. The artillery is very important. While the artillery is getting rested, I'm going to send my cavalry out and try and figure out where the enemy is. So come on up this road, cavalry. We're going to give our artillery a little chance to get rested there. And in the meantime, we'll do a little scouting. bring our headquarters on out here. We don't have as far to go to get to issue orders. Cavalry, come on up there. These guys are exhausted. It really took a lot out of them to get that artillery across that river. So I've got to let them rest. I want that artillery unit being in top-notch shape whenever we go to battle here. Come on up to the railroad, cavalry. Sollenhofer, you come forward too. I don't want it taking too long to get your orders to the cavalry unit. I don't want you to be too far away from them. Okay, this is Greg's brigade. Let me go ahead and give them an evade order. Solhofer, you come on forward, a little closer. Let's move them in a little closer to Danville and see what we see. Solhofer, you come on up here into this forest, please. I want this cavalry unit to be able to respond quickly to my commands. That's why I'm bringing Zollenhofer along close by. Don't really need to issue any orders to the rest of the brigades back here. I'm letting them rest, especially the artillery. I want them to be rested. Yeah, Zolhofer's coming forward. Just trying to figure out where the enemy. There, it looks like there's his cavalry right there. Come forward a little bit further, please, Greg. I want to see what else we've got here in Danville. Figure out where the rest of the enemy is. All I see right now is cavalry. Okay, it looks like they are getting into position. Greg, let's see. Let's bring you on around over here, Greg. Zolhofer, you come a little closer. Get on over here in this forest behind Greg, please, so we can kind of eyeball what he has here. So he's got one brigade, he's got 2 brigades of infantry and 1 cavalry. I don't see any artillery yet. Don't see any artillery. No, he's got 1 brigade. This is a detachment here. He got in that cavalry unit. Got about 1,400 men. He's got a full-size infantry brigade though. That's a good size infantry brigade. They're pretty healthy. All right, let's bring up the rest of the army. You guys start coming forward. Come on to the railroad track. Artillery, come on in behind them. Just slowly start making your way this direction. Let me send Greg around this side over here. Let's see what we can see. Does he have anything on this flank over here? Zola Cotter, stay where you are. The rest of the army is coming. I don't want Greg to get too tired either. Greg, how are you looking? They've got mixed cavalry weapons. They don't really have the greatest weapons in the world. They're rested, though. They're not too tired, so that's good news. I am forcing them to reposition, though. Zola Cotter, come on around over here. Greg, come on around over this way. Trying to confuse them. Here comes the rest of the army. How is the artillery doing? Everybody is pretty well rested here. And we've got a fence here that we can go ahead and line up against. I want to make sure everybody's rested, though. Well rested. They're in good order. They've got some long range. Well, they've got mixed muskets, so they don't have long range weapons. They're not going to be very effective. I'm going to have to use them up close. They've got better range, but it's not that great. How are we doing over here? We'll make sure nobody's going after Greg. Okay, Smith and Withers. Smith, you've got longer range weapons. You move out first. Come on up to about right there. Withers, want you to come on up to here, and we're going to bring our artillery on up as well. We're going to slowly start moving up to them. Greg, how are you doing? He hasn't lost any men yet. Just keep an eye on these guys, Greg. Greg, come around over here. I'm just trying to expose one of their flanks to my infantry that's coming up here. I'm fixing to start slowing this down a little bit. Yeah, let's slow down time a little bit. Here comes the artillery. He doesn't seem to have any artillery, so I have that advantage. What I want to do is nestle up behind this fence here, put my men in a defensive position and get the artillery behind them, and then bombard him with my artillery and possibly make him try and charge me. Then I'm going to try and come in behind him with Greg's cavalry. Okay, Smith, come on up to the fence. Withers, you come on up to the fence as well. Artillery, come in behind them. I'm going to send Greg over here to get this objective right here. I'm going to let him seize this objective. Greg, go ahead and park on top of that objective right there. Where's Zolanoffer? Zolanoffer, I want you to come on over here and where's he at? I thought there he is. Come on over here and get a little closer to Greg so it won't take very long to get orders to him. He's the key to my victory right here, and I don't want him to be too tired either. It says that they are rested, so okay, they're starting to reposition because they see my infantry coming here now. Greg is still waiting on his orders. He's going to take that objective. Smith is getting into position behind the fence. Look at all that butternut. Tell you what, they've got some of those rocks there that are kind of... Yeah, okay, that's a good position. Yeah, get on in position, Smith. He's repositioning. Are we taking that objective there? Yeah, we are taking that objective. Slowly taking that objective. Okay, I need you to... Are you firing? I'm not hearing the cannons go off. Okay, they cannot see. They can't see around my men. Okay, I need you guys to get over here then. Get over here. For some reason, they can't fire. The men in front of them are impeding their field of view, so I can't... Apparently, I'm unable to fire over the heads of my own men, so that's fine. Let's move them over there to the off to the left, and let's see if we'll be able to fire at that point in time, because I want them bombarding those units. Now, are we taking this objective or not? Yes, we are slowly taking that objective. So, Greg, you work on that. We've got plenty of time here. There's no need to get in a hurry. Let me get my artillery in place. These guys are hidden behind the fence. Now, what can they do here? We can build breastworks. I think the fence will probably be plenty. Just don't... Withers, I've got to get his weapons upgraded. His weapons, he's still got those old misc muskets, and they don't have very good range on them. We're still working on capturing that objective right there. Fixing to start moving into Confederate hands. All right, the artillery is just about in place here. Come on, boys. Let me speed up time a little bit. They don't seem to be moving, so I don't think we have to worry about an unexpected charge right now. Okay, they're going to have to get a little closer. He's still out of my range. All right, boys, just move on up to the fence. See if that helps. Move on up to the fence. We captured this objective yet? We're in the process of bringing it under our control. Okay. They are now within range of our artillery. At least his infantry unit is, which is fine. All right, boys, let's start firing, please. Fire at will. Uh-oh, hold on. Let me slow this down. Looks like he's bringing a detachment forward. Are you firing or not, boys? Why are you not firing? Do I need to unlimber you? No, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. No, unlimber. I don't know why they're not firing. Fire at them right there, please. Okay, they're finally firing. All right. Please fire at somebody. How are we doing over here with Greg? Greg has gotten that taken care of. All right, Alright, now we're going to just bombard these guys with cannonry for now. Take our time. There's no sense in being in a hurry. I'm going to speed up time a little bit while we bombard them. Let's let the cannons do the work here. Well, we haven't caused any casualties yet. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Oh great, it's end of day. Alright, so I can deploy my forces wherever I want. Alright, Greg. Let's just bring you over here for now. I don't know why they just totally took me off the fence where I was there. That's really, really annoying for some reason. That really annoys me. Alright, fine then. Gonna line you guys up on the hill here. Line you guys up on either side. And continue. Now, I've never seen it do that. Now, I was totally in control over here, but for some reason it forced me to reposition over this direction. Now, where did he go? He moved on me somewhere. I don't know where he went. I'm going to have to find him. Greg, see if you can figure out where he's at. I'm going to move up Withers and Smith and see if we can see something. You boys move forward. He may be hidden behind one of these buildings here. He's got to be in Danville. He's got to be. Don't know why I can't see him yet. Guess we're waiting on orders to be received. So overnight he changed positions on me. Now I got to figure out where he moved to. Zolokoffer, you come a little closer, please. Okay, he's back over there and he's done. Yeah, there he is, way over there. All right, fine then. Let's bring Withers and Smith around this way. You guys come on over here. Smith, come on over here. Stewart, bring your artillery Bring your artillery to this hill right here. Greg, you keep working on around. We're going to try and flank them again. Zolikoffer, come on into town. I mean, I could just take this objective here and force him to try to attack me. Suppose I could do that. Let's do that real quick. Let's change your orders. You halt. Let's go ahead and take the center of Danville. Get him to halt. We're already taking Danville pretty much as it is. Okay, Withers, you come park yourself on top of this objective right here, please. I want him to halt as well. Halt where you are, Smith. Going to put Smith on top of this little ridge right here, kind of looking down on these guys. Now, they do have protection behind that fence, so I'm probably going to have to swing around behind them where they don't have the protection of that fence. But I want to get Greg on the other side over here ready to make a charge. Greg, keep coming on around. Keep swinging on around, Greg. Get on the far side of them. We are taking control of Danville. Okay, Smith, start working your way up to the crest of that ridge, please. Artillery, you start making your way up toward the crest of the ridge as well. How's Greg doing? If I can get them out of position and get their attention pointed somewhere else, I'm going to charge into them with Greg. I've got to be real careful with him. He's already lost 12 men somehow, probably from accidents. You got to be careful with your cavalry in this game. Got to be very careful. You can't just throw your cavalry around in this game like you can in Total War. Danville is taken. Okay, we've taken the objective. Now, really, all we have to do is just defend. So what I want to do is get on this ridge here. Okay, you come on forward, Withers. We're going to try and get up on this ridge over here. And we're going to defend from the ridge. Okay, Greg is getting in position over there. Okay, how's everybody doing? Everybody's well rested. Nobody's tired. How's Greg doing? Greg is rested. Gonna let him take a break after he gets over there. Give his horses a rest. Okay, guys, let's move forward and get up on the crest of this ridge right here. Get up on the crest of that ridge. Artillery, you come on up here and get on the crest of the ridge as well. Get ready to fire down into these guys. Greg, how are you doing? Well rested. Okay. If I can get them to turn their attention back towards Smith and Withers, I'll be able to make use of Greg. We just got to be very careful here. It looks like they are beginning to be distracted by Smith and Withers, though. Let's wait on the artillery. Forward a little bit more, boys. Bring him forward some too. Greg, come on around here a little closer to the river. Get a better angle. Get a better angle on these guys. Okay, I've almost got my artillery where I want them to be. There we go. Fire at these guys behind that wall, please. Withers. Who is this? This is Smith. Smith, come forward, please. Get on that fence. Withers, you come forward this direction. Guard his right flank. Okay, our bombardment is starting to pay off. Withers, come a little bit closer. Only lost 25 men. How many men do you have? You've got 1,900 men. Let's let our cannons do some work here. We got to be patient. Let the cannons bombard them. Greg, how are you doing? Well rested. Greg, come on along the edge of the river, please. Get a little closer. He's only lost 26 men. That's a pretty strong brigade right there. We've got to be careful with this brigade. All right, I'm going to bring my artillery a little closer. Hopefully I can get it within scattershot range. I'm going to just bring it on up. I I wanna whittle down this strong brigade right here. He's got 2,600 men, 2,700 men. That's the strongest unit on the field right there. Greg, keep coming along the river shore, please. Bring our cannons closer. Still not quite close enough for cherry shot. They're laying down. Got his men laying down. That's pretty cool how you can do that with your men. Get them laying down like that. Okay, they're standing up now. Oh, he laid them back down again. Greg, have you gotten your orders yet? Greg, I want you to come on. Come on along the edge of the river a little further, please. Did you not get your orders? Okay, he's not getting his orders. My courier cannot get around to him. So let me bring my general over here. General, get over behind your artillery, and we'll see if we can get some orders to Greg. Greg is not getting his orders way back over here. Keep bombarding these guys. We've got him up to 30 casualties. What I'm trying to do is get him to stand up and turn his attention to my artillery where these guys behind the fence can get him in a crossfire if he tries to attack my artillery. He's doing the smartest thing he can do, which is he's got those guys laying down. Okay, my general is getting into position. Now let's see if we can bring Greg over here. Greg, get over here a little bit further behind them. I want to charge into these guys from this angle right here as soon as I get their attention. I want to charge into them once I can get them up and moving. They're standing up. They're on the wrong side of that fence. Well, as soon as they stand up, they get back to crouching again. I'm fixing to bring this artillery a little closer. Come closer, artillery. We're about in range of grape shot for these guys. All right, Greg is in position. Greg, come a little closer. When he charges, I want him as close as possible. affecting them at all, hardly. Fine, get closer. Get closer then. Okay, Smith, come on out. Get right there. Get ready to help the artillery. They're worried now. They're worried now. Okay, let me slow this down. Let me slow this down to normal time. They're getting on the other side of that fence now, though. Hey, Greg, I'm going to reposition you. I want you to come back down here further down the river. Withers, move around. Smith. Artillery. Fire on them, please. Smith, you get up here and get on that fence. They're within grape shot range now. Quick to unload some grape shot on these guys. Hit them with grape shot, boys. I know they're close enough. Withers, yeah, Withers, you keep going the way you're going. Little detachment right here is taking some losses. Yeah, they're taking some losses with that little detachment. How are you doing, Stuart? He's got 10 guns. He's got 151 men. He's doing fine. All right, they're running now. Okay, Smith, I want you to get up here and take this fence. Get up there and take that fence, Smith. Greg, you're supposed to be moving. I want my artillery, the artillery coming around this direction over here. Withers, stay where you are. You don't have much range right now. Smith, get up there and take that fence. Come on. He's getting his orders now. They're supposed to be moving too. Smith, get up there and take that fence. Greg is moving around to a flanking position, waiting an opportunity to charge into somebody's rear. As soon as we get them engaged, I'm going to charge Greg. Okay, Withers, come on around here with a little more flanking opportunity. Where's my general at? My general's way back here. General, come forward. Get a little closer to the action. Smith, get behind this fence. We've got them disorganized and confused. They don't know what they want to do. He's only lost 113 men. So he's not hurting that bad. Speed this up a little bit. Smith, get behind the fence. Hurry up. Yeah, they see what I'm doing and they're concerned. They're very concerned. Yeah, they don't like that at all. They are not liking that at all. Let me keep bringing my artillery forward. They're trying to stay out of range of my artillery. Withers, you come forward. Smith, you're going to have to come forward too. Smith, come forward. Greg, keep staying behind them. Keep moving around behind them. General, I need you. Uh-oh. What did I just do? What just happened? Oh, Lord. What just happened? Okay, everybody halt. Oh, I hate when that happens. Hate when that happens. We got some confusion going on here. I tried to move my general individually and ended up inadvertently moving the entire army. Now I got to tell everybody to halt. Greg, good Lord. Completely messed that up. Okay, Greg, I got to get everybody. I got to get. I really want to hurt this army. I don't just want them retreating. I want them damaged. Okay, everybody start moving forward. Artillery, move forward. Greg, keep pace with them. Can't really tell how tired they are. Smith, stay with them. They're starting to get disorganized. Greg is keeping pace with them on the left. He may be trying to fall back to that fence line back there. Artillery, stay with them, please. Keep moving. Withers, what are you doing? Are you getting this? No, he's marching. That's good. That's good. His cavalry is getting disorganized. Smith, stay on their tail. Withers, keep moving. would love to corner that cavalry unit right there. Greg, Smith, try and attack that cavalry unit. Double time if you can. Greg, hurry up. Greg, I need you moving, buddy. Why aren't you moving? Greg, get over here. Double time. Are you tired? What's your problem? He's disrupted. Withers, where are you? Withers, keep pressure on them. Smith, keep pressure on that cavalry unit. Greg is getting tired. Alright, I need this cavalry unit crisp. I'm using Greg right now to keep them from escaping across the river. I don't want them getting across the river on me. Artillery, keep coming around, please. Withers, keep attacking. Greg, stay to their flank. Greg is disrupted and he's exhausted. Gonna have to let him rest. Especially if I want to use him effectively. How are these guys doing? Are y'all... They're not very tired. What about you, Withers? How are you doing? Withers, what are you doing? I want you to attack them. What are you doing, Withers? Okay. Lost 200 men already. Cavalry unit is losing men. Greg is in no condition to charge anybody right now. They did get behind that fence, though. That artillery is messing them up, sure. Withers has to get closer to range. Withers is hanging in there. Greg, how are you doing? He's exhausted. I want them to try and rest a little bit before I do anything with them. Greg, give these guys the cold steel. They're routing, so you should be able to get them. Try to take out as many of them as you can, please. Army is retreating. Okay, I want everybody to go into assault mode, please. Let's all assault. Everybody assault. I don't want to see this army again. He lost 300 men. What about this brigade up here? They've lost 300 men. Not as much as I had hoped. I had hoped to hurt them a little more than that. But they did a good job maneuvering. They did a real good job maneuvering, trying to stay out of my reach, tiring my army out as I tried to chase them down and position them. I mean, if I had had an overwhelming force, I could have definitely crushed this army. But it was pretty much one division against another division, so I didn't want to be too reckless here. That's why I really took my time trying to position against these guys. And he will lose more men as he retreats on out, so... And he has no supply either, so he's also going to be losing men due to supply. So that's good news. Alright, so this battle here is about to come to an end as he retreats off the battlefield. I'm not exactly sure what this little target thing is right here. I've never seen that before. I don't know exactly what that means. We had an equal number of cavalry that we each lost, but I definitely hurt, equal number of infantry that we both lost. But I definitely hurt his cavalry a lot more. Alright, so we'll quit this battle. The Battle of Pikeville. I'm wondering who the hero of this battle was here. I think it's probably going to have to be Smith. Smith probably did the best work in that battle. Greg did good positioning, but his men definitely got tired. But I did have him running all over the map, trying to keep them from getting to the river. I would have to say I guess I'm more happy with Smith in that battle with his brigade. And the artillery did very well too. All right, so far all of the action has been off to the west. The Battle of Pikeville has ended with the Army of Mississippi retreating in panic. All right, so we can pull our Army of Tennessee back up toward Nashville, I believe. And I need to get some men into this garrison here. Fort Daniel garrison. All right, so let's bring the Army of Tennessee on back up here. Let's bring them on up to Waynesboro for now. Get them to march toward Waynesboro. And let me see what's going on with Longstreet right here. Longstreet is still marching. We're fixing to try and catch up with the Department of the West down in southeastern Oklahoma. And then we're going to make a short stint through eastern Oklahoma and try and get control of some of this supply stuff that the Union currently has control of. So that gets the West. I think that takes care of everything going on in the West right now. Let's see what's happening over here in the East. We are... Now, I don't know why that just jumped to... Is it 54 days or 5.4 days? I can't read that. Can't tell what that's telling me right there. Is that 54 days? I think it went from 5 days to 54 days. It says because multiple policies are being... I do not understand this panel. I really don't like this panel. This panel is not intuitive to me. All right, let's get time moving along here. I don't like that policies panel. I think some design improvements need to be made to that panel, and making it at least understandable as to what's actually going on there. I would love to raid Cumberland if I possibly could. If I could get the army of Shenandoah to actually do something for me. I'm going to put these guys back on guard duty. They're in a defensive stance right now. They are, it says they're skirmishing, but I don't know who they're skirmishing with. How's the Army of the Potomac doing? Still got 16,000 men, so we're happy with him right now. Looks like he's lost a cavalry brigade. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to add a group here. And I want this to be my cavalry division. So I can move Bruckner Sr. around with the cavalry and not have to worry about moving Cook around. Right, I need another infantry division in this army. But I'm not going to recruit them right now. Go back to the west, see what's going on over here. Okay, Zollicoffer is making his way back into Tennessee, but he does have some attrition going on here. Does have some attrition. And Longstreet is making his way down to Dokesville. There should be an army down here somewhere. We're going to try and chase that army down. Okay, Longstreet, keep coming on down. Keep coming down, Longstreet. I think we need to get Oklahoma squared away before we try to get up here into Missouri. Looks like we may be able to catch. Yeah, we may be able to catch this army unprepared. What does he have there? He's got 10,000 men. Looks like he is routed. Confederacy calls for volunteers. Yes. Okay, let's auto-resolve assault here. Okay, that army is retreating. They're getting out of there. I'm trying to get this fort right here. See, now what can I do here? Union extends contracts to 3 years. That's what we wanted. Hold on now. I've got to understand this panel right here. Did we win? don't know what this is telling me right here. Am I fighting the battle or did we win the battle? Guess it's an ongoing battle. This is not some things about this game that I have a problem with. I guess it's an ongoing battle and I don't have any way. I thought I auto-resolved it. Okay, let's get time moving along again. Let's check our policies while we're waiting on that battle there. Okay, so we did get the Militia Act too, so now I should be free to go ahead and I'm not going to, we've got 3 things here that we're researching. So I'm going to let those resolve on out. In the meantime, while we're waiting on that battle to finish, let me go see if I can do some more recruiting here. Do I need to recruit anybody in Northern Virginia? What do we got in this army there? He's got 11,000. I've got 16,000. He's got 11,000. I've got 10,000. I'm happy with Virginia right now. It looks like most of the action is taking place over here. So I need another army somewhere. I'll tell you what. Let's beef up Zolokoffer's army. Let's give him some reinforcements. I'm going to give him another division if I can. I'm going to start another division. We're going to give Parsons let's give Parsons an Alabama infantry division, a mid-sized division. Let's recruit some guys from Alabama for him. Let's give him another Alabama mid-sized division. And I'm going to give Smith, what does Smith look like? Smith is looking pretty good. I'm going to give Smith a division since he did so good. Let's create another group. And let's take Smith and let's replace him with somebody relatively decent. Not Jubal Early. I've got other plans for Jubal Early. Who do we have that we can use here? There's Polk. I'll tell you what, we'll use Brian. Let's go ahead and get Brian. We'll assign Brian to that brigade. So now that frees up. Oop, come on back. Come on back to me here. Let's add a new group. So I want this to be Smith here. So let's give Smith a division. Let's replace him with, there's Smith right there, Preston Smith. We're going to reward him for having done so well in that last battle. So we're going to put Withers and Bryan under him. We're going to give him that artillery. Greg is going to answer directly to Zollifer. We're going to give Parsons a artillery unit. Yeah, we'll give Parsons an artillery. So we're slowly building this army up. They've got 1 cavalry unit. That's going to have to do for now for the Army of Tennessee. Is this over here? Don't know what that is, but let's march Zolliflower over here toward Jackson, Tennessee. Let's march him over here. I want to this is where the Army of Mississippi retreated off to. So let's challenge them a little bit more. How are we doing over here with this battle? How's this battle going? Yeah, let's auto resolve this thing. They're already assaulting. Okay. Okay, well, I've just got to let them finish, I guess. Now, who else needs some reinforcements over here, kind of in the middle? What do you have? This is Porterfield. He needs more help. Let's give him a infantry unit. We'll give him a unit from Georgia. We'll give him a mid-size unit. Yeah. And he needs some cavalry as well. So let's... Oh, he's already got a little cavalry. Let's give him another infantry unit. We'll give him a Kentucky infantry unit. That'll work. And I probably need an army down here somewhere in this area to protect Knoxville. Knoxville looks like it's going to be pretty important. So let's start a new army. We're going to create a new army. I want it in, can I put it in Knoxville? We're going to put it in, I'm going to put this army in Tennessee. It's going to be under Lawton. So let's give him a Tennessee. Can we give him a Tennessee? Yeah, let's give him a Tennessee Infantry Brigade. Let's give him another. Can we give him a South Carolina Infantry Brigade, please? Yes. Let's give him a Cavalry Brigade from West Virginia. Give him some cavalry, and let's give him some artillery. Can we give him some artillery from South Carolina? Yes, that'll be enough to start right there. Now, where is his army? Now, is he in Knoxville? Yeah, that's the Army of West Tennessee with Lawton. I want to put him here at the Cumberland Gap. So you come on up here and defend the Cumberland Gap as soon as you get an army. He doesn't really have his army yet. Yeah, he's got low readiness right now, so. All right, Zollicoffer is beginning to move his army. How are we doing over here with Longstreet? This battle is still going on. Fort Towson. Yeah, we got to get them out of there. Anything going on down here that I need to be aware of? We're still guarding New Orleans. Let's get him another ship. Let's get him a... Can we get him a gunboat? Yeah, let's build him a gunboat to join that. I really want to make sure that I maintain control of the Mississippi River. That's very important. How is this doing? So there... Let's get him a gunboat. And I want him to start patrolling up the Mississippi River. Move him on up the Mississippi River. Lawton started getting anybody yet? He's got his South Carolina militia, and he already has his artillery. He's waiting on his cavalry. Oh wait, that's Beauregard. How did Beauregard get in command of that army? I thought Lawton was in command of that army. Well, where's Lawton? I lost track of Lawton. Well, it is Lawton. Lawton is in command of that army. Where did I see Beauregard then? I must have been clicked on something different. I must have been completely clicked on something different than what I thought I was clicked on. Okay, let's go ahead and try and beef up the Army of the Potomac, the Confederate Army of the Potomac. And then we're going to also build probably a fort here, maybe. All right, let's give Donaldson another infantry brigade. We'll give him let's give him a North Carolina brigade. All right. That'll do for now. So we've got 3 divisions, each with 2 infantry brigades in them. Each one of these divisions can probably stand to get 1 more brigade, but we'll slowly add on to them as we need to. We've got this army up to almost 18,000. They're facing off against the Department of Pennsylvania, which they actually outnumber. He's up to 10,000 here. This is Joseph E. Johnson. Let's give him another division as well. We'll give him another division. Jackson is already in charge of 1 division, a full-size division. Let's give Blanchard a Virginia infantry division. Brigade. Let's give him 1 more infantry brigade from something in the east. What do we have that we can draw from? From Georgia. Let's give him a Georgia brigade. And let's give him some... We will give him a Florida artillery unit. All right. All right, so Blanchard has got a division in the works. So he's coming along with a division. And I definitely want to keep control of West Virginia. So let's check out Porterfield's army. He's still got some stuff coming. He's got 2 infantry brigades coming. So we're beefing him up as well. In the meantime, let him build... He needs to construct a fort here. So let's see if we can construct a fort on this crossroads here somewhere. Right there. Go ahead and construct us a fort. If nothing else, it'll slow anybody down. Okay. How we doing over here with Longstreet? Are you still fighting that battle? Golly. What's it gonna take to win this battle? I don't know how to speed that up. I don't know what else to do here. This army's coming back. They had retreated, but now they're actually getting their strength back. All right, let's see what we can do for Longstreet. We haven't recruited anybody. I can't do anything with him while he's in this battle, can I? Nope, I can't. Maybe I can from this panel here. I can't. Not while he's in that battle. Cannot queue up any troops for him while that's going on. I need that battle to hurry up and finish, though. Okay, this army here is moving very slow. Zolokoffer's army is moving quite slow. Fort Daniel Garrison. Let me see what I can do for them. Fort Daniel Garrison. Yeah, right here. All we have is some artillery there. Automatically raise the chosen number of units. Chosen group. Yeah, I don't understand how this works right here. Yeah, I want one infantry brigade here. I think that's what I'm doing here. If I'm understanding this correctly, I just recruited a small infantry brigade for this fort. I'm gonna, if I can remember, I'm gonna try and check back and make sure that happens. If I'm understanding that correctly. Okay, Lawton still has not gotten any of his troops yet. His first... Yeah, he's many days away from getting his troops into that army. How is our James River squadron doing? He's still waiting on some ships here to come join him. Okay. We've got a Norfolk garrison here. We've only got 85 men in that garrison. Guess they're going to have to hold out. Well, Lord, look how long it's taking me to take this fort over here, and he's only got a few men in the garrison. I don't know when this battle is ever going to end. I mean, we're definitely winning. He's down to 30 men. I don't know how to... I don't know how to speed it up. I've just got to let it happen. Okay, this army up here is beginning to trouble me. A little concerned about them. I got to hurry up and win this battle. I don't know how to speed that up. Okay, I'm gonna bring this Memphis squadron. Bring them on further up the river. Can I bring this squadron? Yeah, let's bring this squadron up the Arkansas River. Don't know what they're gonna do for me, but it can't hurt to have them up the Arkansas River, I'm thinking. We'll see. Zollicoffer is slowly moving his army up into western Tennessee. Garrisons cannot be moved. 58 troops in that garrison. Okay. Well, they're protecting Nashville, so that's good news. How are we doing up here? I think they're working on a fort here in Grafton. Yeah, they're still building a fort. Okay, glorious victory at Fort Towson. So we won that battle. That's wonderful. Glorious victory. All right, Longstreet is doing some good work for me over here. Confederate armies unstoppable. I like the sound of that. Okay, now let's see if we can get Longstreet. How are you doing, Longstreet? You don't have much readiness. Are you able to get on over here? Let's see if we can get after that army right there. I want to run that army off. And while we're doing that, Longstreet, let me see if I can get you some... That's not what I wanted. I want to look at the Western Army. I want to see if I can get him some more troops here. Let's get... Who's the weakest? He's only got 782 men. Let's get Pillow another brigade. Can we get him a Texas brigade? Where's Texas at? Texas has got plenty of men. Let's get him a mid-sized brigade from Texas. We're going to have to make these Texas guys look a little different now. We're going to give them some green jackets. Yeah, that'll be fine. We'll give them some green jackets. We'll recruit them. Slowly start getting some more men into that army. Get him moving as well. And I got to get him back up here toward Missouri too, but I want to get this army off my flank down here. And maybe come around through here and get some of these supply depots as well. So what I think I need to go ahead and build me another army. A Western army that is nothing but cavalry that can kind of swoop through some of these unguarded places in the West out here and help us out. So let's do that. Let's come back into the military. Let's recruit a new army. We're going to do this from Texas. This is going to be our Texas Ranger Army. Wilcox. And let's get him a new unit. We're going to get him a new unit of Texas Rangers Cavalry. Yeah, about that right there. Let's give these guys a unique look here. Yeah, these are going to be some cowboy-looking guys right here. We're going to go with the butternut for these guys. Butternut top and what other colors do we have? Butternut top and some black trousers. How about that? That'll be Anderson. And let's give him one more cavalry unit from New Mexico. If we've got, yeah, we'll give him a New Mexico cavalry unit. Let's give these guys the same kind of uniform. Butternut top with some black trousers. That'll be enough to start with. They'll just kind of be a raiding party. So we're going to call this army, figure out how I can name this army here. As soon as it comes into existence, where would it be at? Where? Oh, here it is, way down here in Beaumont. This is the Army of the Trans-Mississippi. Okay, I want to give them a different name. So how would I do this? Right here, I think. Okay, we're going to call this the Texas Marauders. If I can spell Marauders. I don't think I've ever spelled that in my life. Is that right? You know what? We're going to go with it. The Texas Marauders. Okay. And I want to get these guys, as soon as he gets his units, I want to get them up here into Oklahoma and swing around and get all of these Union places that are just way off the beaten track. I want to use them to try and get all that under control. But the first thing I've got to do is defeat this standing army here. Once I get this standing army out of the way, I'm going to unleash my marauders out here on these plains to try and help me out and maybe control my flank out there. Okay, so we got him doing that. We got Zollicoffer coming up here into northwestern Tennessee toward Cairo. How is Lawton doing with his army? Let's check them out. He's still waiting. He's 8 days away from getting his 1st brigade, Walton's brigade. And how are we doing up here in West Virginia? Have you built that fort yet for me? He's still building that fort. Okay. Still building that fort. What was this right here? Collins is at destination. Okay, so that is our Greenville squad. Can you come on further up the Arkansas River for me? Yeah, keep coming up the Arkansas River. How is our Memphis squadron doing? Can you come on up toward Cairo for me, please? Let's see how Cairo is doing. I need to get an army in this little area right here. Something to defend Charleston. As soon as he finishes that fort, I'm going to move him over here toward Marietta, Ohio. See if we can raid that and take control of it. Still waiting on that guy. I'm going to get him to go ahead and construct a fort here. Yeah, let's go ahead and get a fort built on that Yeah, I don't know what just happened there. Get out of that. Let's build a fort on this crossroads right here if we can. All right, I guess they're working on that. Okay, now let me take a look at some of these division leaders here and see if we need. He's not very good at all. Donaldson. Loring isn't very good. Kirby Smith's got a lot of fame, but Bruckner. Donaldson is terrible. We've got to replace him with somebody. McCullough is available. Where is Early at? I know Early. I thought Early was available. There's Armistead. Pelham. Pelham is available. Why don't we go ahead and give it to Pelham? Let's give it to Pelham. Pelham can have that division. Now, what about Loring? I need my best, on this army here, I need my best generals. All right, I guess that's going to have to do. And of course, I've got General Jackson leading a division over here under General Joseph E. Johnston. And Blanchard is also coming along, is developing his own division too. But Jackson, Stonewall Jackson has got his own full-powered division. Well, if these guys don't seem too happy with their division commander, may need to give them a new commander. He doesn't have much fame, and they don't seem to be too impressed with him. He's a veteran. He's a West Point graduate. He's politically assigned. Okay, I'm going to replace him. Let's see if we can get a better brigade commander. Lieutenant Beckham. Leonidas Polk. Bushrod Johnson. Man, I can't resist a guy named Bushrod. Bushrod Johnson. Oh my God. Seriously. Okay, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on him. All right, Bushrod Johnson is now the brigade commander under Stonewall Jackson. Bushrod Johnson. Oh my Lord, have mercy. Okay. With a name like that, buddy, you better do good. That's all I can say. You better do well. I'm expecting to see good things from you, Bushrod. Okay, Longstreet is continuing to move his army. I'm a little concerned because he's got plenty of supply, but his readiness and his organization is suffering. I need to speed time up here. His organization is suffering. Now, how are we doing down here with the Texas Marauders? Still waiting on our cavalry brigades. We're waiting on Anderson's brigade and Archer's brigade. We got Wilcox. Ooh, Wilcox looks pretty Looks pretty good. He fought in the Mexican War. Look at all the fame he has. These guys are going to be great. The Texas Marauders. We're going to have to see what they can do. With them guys holding the flank for Longstreet, I think he's going to do well here in the West. Okay, Longstreet, I need you to get on over there and take out that army. You've got them cornered. Uh-oh, this army up here is coming down, though. It's got 8,000 men. How many men do we have in that garrison? If that garrison can hold out, if I can just run this army down and get a quick victory against them. You know what? I don't have time. I can't. I've got to get Longstreet. Longstreet, let's pause your orders. You know what? I'm going to have to trust this. I'm going to have to trust that garrison to hold that fort right there across the river. Can you get over here and block him from crossing that river? I'm going to try and use that squadron to block him from crossing the river, and I'm going to send Longstreet, I need you to get on over here, buddy. Just march on in. We got to get that battle out of the way. We've committed to it. Let's get it done. And we'll clean up whatever happens over here later. We'll come back and deal with this army. Okay, how's Zollicoffer doing? His army is doing decent. Arming civilian ships, okay. All right, Zollicoffer, when he gets to his stopping point, I'm going to get him to construct a supply depot. What are we working on now with our policies? We're working on King Cotton, and we're working on government funding. Then after that, I'm going to only work on one thing at a time. If I can understand that screen well enough. How are we doing over here in Virginia? We're only in September of 1861, so they are still constructing this fort for me. That fort is going to be important. I think I may need a fort up here as well. Uh-oh, hold on, pause. We got the Army of Pennsylvania coming down on us with 14,000 men. Okay, Johnston, I need you to get on over here and stop them, please. Hurry up. He must have crossed it at Cumberland, Maryland there. Johnson, try and intercept him at Winchester if you can get there quickly enough. Try to get to Winchester before he does, Johnston. I don't know, we seem to be moving slower than they are. Not sure what that little icon is right there. Johnston, get on down to Winchester, please. I need a fortress over here across from Cumberland. He's camping for the night. Okay, Johnson, I need you to force march, please. Okay, he's still waiting on Lane's brigade. Johnston, I need you force marching. Force march your army, please. Oh God, look how fast he's moving. Okay, well, Johnston, you need to come on down here. We got to chase this guy down. Where in the world is he going? He just slipped right on past me, didn't he? I don't know what's going on with Johnson's army. It says that he's skirmishing. I don't know what he's doing and why he's moving so slow. There's weird things going on with that army, and I'm totally not understanding what's happening there. But I need him to move. Please move. I don't I don't understand this. I don't know what the problem is. Meanwhile, his army is just moving on down the eastern seaboard, and I cannot get Johnson to move his army. Please stop. Whatever you're doing, stop and move. How are we doing over here? Okay, Longstreet is moving his army, but his readiness is suffering. Suffering big time. Yeah, I'm going to hope that garrison can hold out for a little while. Okay, what is going on up here? I don't understand what Johnston is doing. I don't know why he's not moving his army. Johnston, I need you to come all the way down the Shenandoah Valley, please. Please march your army. Who are you skirmishing with? It says that he's skirmishing and he's suffering casualties. Who is he skirmishing with? Force march your army. Move. What is he? If anybody understands what's going on with this army, please let me know. I'm completely confused. What have you got? You've only got 7,000 men there. Uh and they're still building a fort, I believe. Is that what you're doing? Sometimes it's not obvious in this game what's happening. There's things about this game that I have a lot of questions about. Okay. Zollenkoffer. Build a supply depot, please. Right there. Fort Washita. Let him keep fighting that battle. Meanwhile, he's sieging my fort up here. I don't think he has much supply. Okay, there's the Army of Pennsylvania. Johnson is slowly, I mean ever so slowly, moving his army. And he's still skirmishing with somebody, which I'm at a loss here. I've never seen that happening before, so I don't understand what's going on with his army. There's Jubal Early right there. Probably going to make him a division commander here eventually, pretty soon. Let him try and get a little bit of fame if I can. Right now he is under Blanchard. Johnson, I need you to catch up with this army down here. He's under strength. He's out of supply. Catch him and attack him, please. I don't know why he's skirmishing with somebody. There's nobody for him to be skirmishing with. This makes no sense whatsoever. Please attack this guy. Get down there and attack him. Got good readiness, so I'll say that for him. Army of the Potomac. Still waiting on Lane. He's got 12-pounder field gun. He's got a 12-pounder field gun. He's got a 6-pounder. Let's give him a Napoleon, please. Yes, let's start getting some Napoleons in this thing. The Army of the Potomac is still working on that fortress. Has Lawton gotten any of his units yet? He's gotten Walton's brigade. That's about it. Can we upgrade his weapons? Ooh, let's give Walton some infield muskets. Get over here to the Army of the Potomac and let's make sure that we've got all their weapons upgraded. This is my most important army right here. What do you have? Mississippi Rifles, mixed muskets. Let's give you some infields. Mixed muskets, let's give you infields, please. Springfields. We don't have any cavalry weapons. Okay, let's look at Johnston's army now. Let's make sure we've got him upgraded with the latest, greatest weapons. Jackson, definitely want your brigades to have good weapons. Let's give all of them some infields. Give everybody infields. Early, let's make sure he has. Make sure they have infields. And I want to make sure Longstreet's army is in good shape. I can't manipulate his army right now. He is in the middle of a battle. All right, well then let's look at Zollinger's army. Make sure his guys have the latest and greatest. Let's check Pond out. He's with mixed muskets. Let's give them some infields. Marion's got the model 1817. That's fine. Withers. Yeah, we were definitely wanted to upgrade Withers. Let's give Withers some Lawrence rifles. I have no cavalry. Let's give Gradio, when he gets there, let's give him some infields. Okay? That'll keep us upgraded for now. Okay, Johnson, are you moving your army? Please move your army. Please, you've got good readiness. What is your problem? Please march your army. Please. I cannot get him to move. And the game says that he's skirmishing with somebody. And I'm at a complete loss as to what's going on with this army. I cannot get this army to move. What is the problem? We're on offensive. I don't know what this. I don't know how to undo any of these. I don't want him to scout. I don't want him to raid. I don't want him to guard. I want him to march. That's what I want him to do, is march. Okay, he's finally moving. Once again, he's slowly moving down the Shenandoah Valley, but he is creeping down the valley. He's not moving fast enough. And it's really ticking me off. I mean, this army could get away from him. Please move. Will you please move your army? Oh my God. That is really annoying me. That is annoying me so bad right now. Okay, are you still working on the fortress? I'm not seeing any you're supposed to be working on a fort. No. Okay, they're finally working on a fort. So we're working on a fort there. We're working on a fort here, slowly but surely. He's building a supply depot, taking him quite a while to do it. And Longstreet is way over here in Oklahoma. auto-resolve that assault. Looks like he's got an assignment perk. Let me figure out what I want to give him. Field telegraph. Orders are sent via wire faster than couriers can ride. Decrease order delays by 10%. Balloon Corps. Bureau of Military Information. Skilled cartographers. Flying column. Movement speed plus 10%. Maximum supplies plus 50%. Level up by marching. Absolutely. Absolutely, please. Yeah. He's got to be able to move. I need him. If he's going to be in the west, he's got to be able to move long distances and consume fewer supplies. So I absolutely want that perk for him. Now, how are my Texas Marauders doing down here? He's still 11 days from getting his first brigade. Okay, Johnson finally got in position to fight his battle. All right, perfect. Well, let's see what we can do against this army here. We've got Stonewall Jackson with us. We've got Stonewall Jackson, and we've got Bush. What's his name? I'm gonna have to. I forgot his name already. Okay, so we're going to be coming in from the north here. Looks like he is down here in Borden, where he most likely is, and he's got both of those objectives there on the far side of the river. So we probably want to go ahead and cross this river, get on this side of the river as quickly as we can. So let's get Jackson's division, then Army of the Shenandoah. So let's go ahead and line up over here the entire army. We're going to move down this side of the river. All right, so who do we have? What was his name again? Johnson. This was Bushrod. Yeah, we got to keep an eye on old Bushrod Johnson. So we got Jackson's division here, and Blanchard doesn't have much of a division. He's only got one brigade, but we are working on his division. So all we really have is Stonewall Jackson here under the command of General Joseph E. Johnston. So now eventually we're going to give this army over to Stonewall Jackson, and we'll move Johnston on somewhere else. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. And let's start moving the army. Let's get the army moved on up to this river up here. Everybody just move forward, please. Speed this up too. Probably going to go ahead and deploy my cavalry units and find out exactly where the enemy is. But I'm pretty sure he's going to be down here guarding these objectives. He should be down here at Borden. So we're going to make our way down the western side of the river here till we get down to Borden. And then we'll come up with our attack tactics. See what we could do with Stonewall Jackson here. Yeah, I want everybody in the army to go to long range, please. I'm going to speed this up as we march. Okay, let's everybody just start moving up this highway, please. Let's get on up the highway. All right, that's end of day. That's fine. Everybody get on up here. Yeah, let's line up like that right there. On the field of battle, and then we will just advance forward. They should be right ahead of us somewhere. Generally ahead of us. We already found them? Where are they at? Oh, they're way over there. Okay. All right then. Well, Johnston, let's bring your army on around. Let's continue maneuvering here. Looks like we've got them pinned against the river, so let's try and pin them. I don't want them crossing the river though, but that's okay. I'll be able to take the objectives though. If they flee over the river, then I get the objectives. And then they will have to attack me. And I definitely prefer that. If I can catch them out of position. There are no objectives across the river, so if I can catch him trying to get across the river and shoot at him while he's crossing, I would like that even better. Okay, I'm going to take Stewart's cavalry division. I'm going to run him on over here. Let's get him up on this high ground over here and kind of give me a look-see. Give me a look-see over here toward Borden. See if he's got anything in the Borden area where the objectives are. Here comes his orders. He's fixing to get his orders from the courier. And now he's moving out. Okay. Going to use him as a scouting party. Yeah, it looks like he's trying to get across the river or something there. Not sure, or he looks like he may be trying to gather up and defend himself there. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, I'm going to move Breckenridge out as well. Breckenridge, you head out over here as well. Going to use those cavalry units. Jackson, go ahead and bring your division around like that, please. Get them in position. Let's get General Johnson around over here. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Cancel, cancel, cancel. General Johnson, where are you? I want you to move individually over here. I lost sight of them. They should still be in that little area there. I'm going to swing Jackson around over here and just come straight in on them with Jackson. Try and bear down on them with his artillery. And use my cavalry to go capture these objective points over here. Borden and Zarkel's Mill. Okay, Stewart, come over here on this hill and give me an eyeball on Borden. Let me know what's going on with Borden. And Breckenridge, come over here and give me an eyeball on the mill, please. And Jackson's having a feud with somebody. He acts on his own initiative without orders. That's Jackson for you. Okay, Jackson, keep bringing your division on around. Bringing them on around, please. Trying to get an eye on Borden and Zarkel's Mill. We can go ahead and capture those. I'm going to bring General Johnson over here. Breckenridge, give me an eyeball on Zarkel's Mill. Stewart is moving toward Borden. Everybody else is slowly getting into position. I'm going to speed this up a little bit here. Okay, they're well rested. How's everybody else doing? Everybody seems to be in decent shape. Jackson, bring your brigade on around, please. Bring them on around. Right, Stewart, move in closer to Borden. Breckenridge, move in closer to Zarkel's Mill. Let's slow this down just a little bit. Okay, Breckenridge, go capture Zarkel's Mill for me. Stewart, where are you at? He hadn't moved yet. Okay, now he's got some pretty strong brigades here. Each of them well over 2,000. These are full strength brigades, so I'm going to have to be careful. Gonna have to be very careful. Jackson, what are you doing? Why are your men not moving? I want this brigade down. What are they doing? Why are they in line formation? I don't know what he's doing. Jackson, bring your men forward, please. Get them in single line formation. Bring them forward. Advance. Okay, Breckenridge is in the mill. Stewart, go take Borden for me, please. Take control of Borden. I'm having issues with Stonewall Jackson here. Jackson, bring your men forward, please. Now, Blanchard, I haven't had any problems with Blanchard and Early. Now, Early, I'm going to end up giving him a division command as well. Going to let him distinguish himself under Blanchard here, and then I'll give him a division command. All right, we've got Zirkle's Mill is under our control. Breckenridge, just stay there for now, please. Hold that position. We're going to have to really pound these guys with our artillery because they are very strong. Where are you going? Okay, you're heading up that way. Speed this up a little bit as Jackson tries to get his division into position. There's a lot of confusion there going on for a little while. I'm going to bring General Johnston. Bring him a little closer. Let everybody get in position and get rested and get their organization back. Then we will advance. We don't need to be in a hurry here. We got to defeat this army. But they have got some equal numbers to us. The only deal is they don't seem to have any artillery. So, Jackson. Can I bring you on over this way? Let's line you up directly. Let's corner them. Let's corner them against the river. How are we doing over here? We're taking control of Borden. Stewart's taking control of Borden for me. All right, let's bring Early's brigade forward. Jackson, I want you to move up a little closer. Let everybody advance. How are we doing over here at Borden? He's acting on his own initiative without orders. As long as you do something productive, I don't mind you acting on your own initiative. That's fine with me. Is anybody tired? Everybody seems rested. Everybody seems reasonably rested. Going to give them just a couple of more minutes to get their organization down. Then we're going to advance some more. Okay, Jackson, let me bring General Johnson a little closer to the line up here. Come a little closer, General Johnson. Jackson, I want you to advance a little closer, please. Early, you come on a little closer along the creek there. Breckenridge, swing around over this way for me. We're going to try to get a charge in with you into somebody's flank if we can. Stewart is almost finished over here doing his little job. Okay, he's bringing out some. And he's quickly backing up. You guys have a good field of fire. Reasonably good field of fire. Let's come a little bit closer with Jackson. Come a little bit further over this way. Yeah. Early, you inch up as well. Guard the flank along the creek, please. They've got a decent position here. They do have some fencing that they can hide behind. But I think he's on the wrong side of the fence, though. He's got a good defensive position here. He's backed up against the river. He's got all of his flanks covered. He's going to be a little hard nut to crack for sure. Going to be a hard nut to crack. But if we can get our cannons in close enough and hit him with some grape shot, I think we're gonna tear him apart. I'm just gonna have to use my cannons. How are we doing over here? Have we gotten Borden yet? Almost. We've almost gotten Borden. Okay, Breckenridge, let's let you ease on around this way a little bit more. Jackson is moving his whole division up. All right, we've gotten Borden under our control. So let's bring Stewart over here. You come on up here and get ready to help out somewhere. General Johnson, let's bring you a little closer to the action. Come on up here behind General Jackson, please. Get you a little closer. We're almost close enough to unleash some grape shot on these guys with our cannons. It's going to be Katie, bar the door then. Okay, I want everybody to take a few minutes to rest and get reorganized. Cohesion is good. Fatigue is okay. I'm going to let them all rest and get a little reorganized as we keep moving forward here. I don't want to make any mistakes here. Meanwhile, the cannons can do some work. How are the cannons doing? Their fatigue is okay. Yeah, I'm going to let them rest a little bit before we move any further. We are beginning to inflict some casualties on these guys, though. Just a few more yards, and we will be within grape shot range. We'll do some canister on these. We'll do some canister on these guys, and they're not gonna like that at all. They're not gonna like that canister shot. They're rested. They're well rested. Okay, guys, let's move forward a little bit more. Let's get our cannons a little bit closer. Early, let's bring you up here to the flank. I want Early to get some good experience here and get his fame up. Breckenridge, swing around a little bit more over here to our right. If I can get a couple of these guys on their left engaged and distracted, I'm gonna charge Breckenridge in on somebody. But I got to have them engaged. I got to get every one of his units engaged if I can. Or I've got to get them out of cohesion and confused. I want to draw him out of that little knot that he's in right now. We're within canister range of a couple of those units. We're fixing to do some canister. Yeah, they're laying down now. They didn't like that. Let that artillery do its work. Fixing to move them even closer here shortly. Let everybody rest a little bit more. Says everybody's well rested. Right, I'm going to inch forward a little bit more. Let's bring Breckenridge around. Breckenridge, come on a little bit more to the right. Where's Stewart at? Stewart, you come forward. Let's get you in position to use you when we need you. He's got his units laying down over here. Early, come around a little bit further to the left. Don't know why it says we're outflanked. I don't understand that at all. What are these guys? What's your problem? What are you doing? They think they're outflanked for some reason. Okay, Jackson, get over here. There's a problem with these guys. I need you to rally them if you can. Commander, get over there and help those guys. Okay, we're starting to get some cohesion issues here. Where are you going? No, come up here. Get there. Get there. Where are you going? I don't know where these guys are going. I need you to get closer, though, please. I need you to get up here. Get closer. You're not outflanked. I don't know why you think you're outflanked, but you're not. Really need you to get closer too, please. Move up. I want you to start putting some canister into those guys, please. Okay, Jackson, I need you to rally some troops here. Early. Move around further to the left. Start firing into their flank, please. They're laying down. Alright, we're starting to disrupt them now. What are you doing? Yeah, we're firing that grape shot into them now. Firing some canister into them. They're starting to panic. They're not liking that at all. Looks like their commander just fled across the bridge. Okay, they look like they're engaged. Breckenridge, slip around further to the right. Fixing to charge into somebody's flank here. Stewart, where are you? Stewart, get over here and get ready. You're going to charge too. This. Oh, somebody just dispatched their own detachment out. How are my casualties doing? I'm doing pretty well. This unit right here, his 3rd Brigade, is taking a lot of casualties. Get into their flank, please. Breckenridge, come on around behind them. Get ready to charge. Closer and start firing. Early has only lost 10 men. Early, get closer. Get closer, please. I want you to get a good... I want you to do well here. Okay, Breckenridge, are you rested? How are you looking? He's well rested. Well rested. Breckenridge, give those guys the cold steel. Right, Breckenridge is breaking, but he broke somebody himself, so I will take that. He lost 104 men in that battle, but that's fine. He did his job. Breckenridge, get back over here. Stewart, it's going to be your turn next. Stewart, get over here. They're retreating. Okay, I want everybody to go into assault mode. Assault. Breckenridge did his job. He lost 300 men. He lost 188 men. Stewart, where you at? Stewart, give somebody some cold steel, buddy. Give them the cold steel. Breckenridge's charge broke them, but it hurt him as well. But he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Stewart, chase these guys down. What is taking you so long? Double time. Come on, let's go. You should be charging those guys. Hurry. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know why he's not charging them. That's Jeb Stewart, too. Come on, double time. Go, go, go. Fine, let's speed this up and let it go. He's not going to get to them in time before it all ends. I'm supposed to be chasing those guys down. Why are you... Don't know what he's doing. Alright, so we ran them off anyway. But we're going to run them back up into the north. That was the Department of Pennsylvania. And they're going to take even more losses as they try and retreat back toward Pennsylvania and Maryland, because they're pretty deep in our territory. Due to his bad performance in battle, Colonel Breckenridge has fallen to disgrace. Why? He did good. He did exactly what I told him to do. Why is it saying that he had bad performance in battle? That means I'm probably going to have to replace him because his men are not happy with him now. I mean, it's not his fault. I mean, they're the ones who broke, not him. All right, as the Army of Pennsylvania is retreating in panic. Very good, very good. Well, they are retreating. I finally got Johnston's army to get down there and actually do something. Okay, we're about a quarter of the way to building this fortress right here at Manassas Junction. That'll slow anybody down that wants to invade Northern Virginia. Now, let me go over here and check on Longstreet. I am a little concerned about Longstreet. Now, he's about a fifth of the way into building that supply depot. How's Longstreet doing over here? Got them down to 36 men. How are we doing over here with our fortress? How's our fortress doing? We're still holding out. We've still got well over 40 men. He doesn't have that big of an army. It's going to take him a while to take that fort. So we may have time to win over here with Longstreet. Yeah, he's got about 10,000 men. All right, we just got to let him do what he's doing. How's our Texas Marauders coming along? Have they gotten their first brigade yet? Pardon me. No, he's 11 days away from getting his first cavalry brigade, so just let them continue to work. Got these squadrons defending the Mississippi River. What are they building right there? Ironworks is being constructed. Okay. Deal with some ironworks. Deal with some ironworks. How are we doing up here with this squadron? We've got 4 ships in this squadron. Move on up to this intersection of the Missouri and Mississippi and Ohio rivers, please. And I've got an army moving that direction once he gets his supply depot built. Suffering some attrition right now. And he is waiting on on another infantry brigade and some artillery. Can we upgrade that 6-pounder? No, I cannot upgrade any artillery yet. We're moving toward the end of 1861, so... Okay, how's Lawton's army doing? The army of West Tennessee. This is actually the army of East Tennessee, not West Tennessee. Okay, let's give this a different name. We're going to name this Lawton's Raiders. Okay, his readiness is not quite there yet. Now he needs a supply depot. So we're going to go ahead. He doesn't have enough readiness to build a supply depot. And he can't even move yet, so... Alright, this battle is technically still going on as he tries to retreat. We'll move this up to 5 speed here. Johnston's army still technically in that battle against the Army of Pennsylvania. Check on the Confederate Army of the Potomac. Ewell probably needs to be a division commander. Let's go ahead and free him up and have him available to be a division commander. Let's replace him with somebody reasonable, I would say. Let's replace him with Polk. And we'll have Ewell available as a division commander. So we've got Pelham. Pelham is good. Loring is questionable. Smith is good. Okay, we will replace Loring with Ewell. Yeah, there's Ewell right there. Okay. Ewell is very good. I could very well give Ewell his own army, I believe. But I'm happy now. We've got Ewell as a division commander, Pelham, Smith, and Buckner for the Army of the Potomac. I think it may be time to rename this army too. What do we want to name this army? For now, until we get Lee in charge of it, we're not going to name it the Army of Northern Virginia. Let's name this the Virginia Guardians. Okay. Major General Philip St. George Cook. Wow. All right, Cook. Well, you're doing good. Now they're fleeing down this direction. Now, why are they going that way? And why am I still having issues with Johnston's army here? Okay, we're still waiting on Blanchard to get the rest of his... Blanchard is a little worried about him. I may want to put Early up here. May want to go ahead and give Early that. Still waiting on Garrett. We're still waiting on Barksdale. Where is he going, and how is he going to get out? A little concerned about where he's going. Send this army over here, make sure he doesn't come this way. Where is he going? Just disappeared. Is he gonna try to go out this way? Alright, we've won at Fort Washita. That's good news. We took the fort. Got us a little garrison in there now. Okay, Longstreet, I'm concerned. Are you able to move at all? Funding policy 1 selected. We got King Cotton. We've got to chase this army down. That army is a problem. That army is a problem. I've got to chase them down. Longstreet. Pursue them, please. We're gonna hold up here. We're still holding. Longstreet, pursue that army. I want that army out of here. I want that army destroyed. Oh, his readiness is suffering. We're in an offensive stance. Longstreet, I want you chasing him down. Stay on his tail. That's 12,000 men right there. I don't want him hanging out way out here on my left flank. Just chase him down, Longstreet. Longstreet is waiting on a new brigade. Okay. U.S. warns Europe to remain neutral. I see. Okay, we need to do a policy now. So let's see what policy we want to follow. If we do diplomacy 2, what does that give us? Diplomatic focus and policy making relations with European superpowers can be boosted with further subsidies up to $500,000 annually. It also allows more infields. Well, I like infields now. We can get regulars, though. Forming the Army of the Confederate States with a regular army has not reached its target. Only a few small units have been recruited. I think we need regulars. We can get this in 20 days, so let's work on regulars. Yeah, I definitely want to get some regulars. Up my army quality here. I think it's really going to pay off for us giving this extra effort out in the West here. I think it really hurt the South whenever they weren't able to focus much on the West, and ended up becoming a great distraction, and it ended up just really weakening the South. As long as I can somehow stay strong out here, I think I'm gonna keep the Union distracted, and they're not gonna be able to focus here as well as they did before. So there goes the Army of Pennsylvania right there. So he's fleeing away. So let's bring Johnston's army back up here toward Winchester. Johnston, head on back up here, please. And I'm going to try and follow him into Cumberland, and I'm going to try and build a fort over here. I'm going to try to follow him into Cumberland and see what I can do there. Still building a fort there. I need a fort there. Still working on this fort. We're about a third of the way done with the fort at Manassas. Gonna have a fort there, so everything's looking good there. Happy with that. How are you doing here? He's about 3/4 of the way done with that supply depot. That's gonna help keep him in supply. Magruder is at destination. Who is Magruder? Oh yeah, okay. I sent him over here just in case. Yeah, I want to bring him back toward Richmond. Bring him back toward Richmond just in case they try something funny coming up the Western Army preparing siege. So he is at another fortress up. He just keeps retreating to these forts. But my fort is still holding out. Let me check on my fort here. We're down to 36 men, so it's not going to be long before he gets that fortress. I may need to retreat from here. I'm going to take this one last fort there, and then we're moving back toward Arkansas. I'm going to make him retreat back that direction, and then I'm going to march this direction. Our readiness is too low to auto-resolve. Well, fine. Disaster at Fort Smith. What? Battle of Fort Smith has ended with the Confederacy units retreating in panic. Huh? Where did this happen at? Where was this at? Oh, okay. They took Fort Smith up here. Now that's a problem. That's a problem. We're going to have to come back and take that. Only got 7,000 men in that army, so... And he's running low of supplies. I'm going to hold up the pressure out here. I'm going to let Longstreet continue this pressure. I'm going to take this one last fort in central Oklahoma, and then we're going to move back to Arkansas and get Fort Smith back under our control. Army of Tennessee is almost done with that supply depot. Then I'm going to start moving them on up into Western Kentucky. We're going to try and take Columbus, Kentucky, and maybe even take Cairo. Now, he's got an army in Cairo. He's only got 3,000 men there, though. I don't know. The Union doesn't seem to be doing too good right now, do they? Now, what is his readiness? Now, he's got decent readiness. Got 2 of his brigades. Let's march him up here to the Cumberland Gap. Come on up here to the Cumberland Gap and guard the Cumberland Gap for him. I don't want anybody coming through the Cumberland Gap that I'm not aware of. I want to put a force there. And I need to get a force down here at Charleston, too. Okay, Johnston. On up here toward Cumberland. I'm going to try and build a fort there if we can. I don't want him coming across from Cumberland again. Almost done with the Manassas fortress. Things are going relatively well right now. We have not had any attack in Northern Virginia, which is totally surprising me. And I think I know why. He hasn't really been able to really bulk up any armies there because I've kept him busy out here in the West. I've kept him preoccupied. I think he's trying to get all of his armies out here. So he is threatening me here now. He is threatening me there. But he doesn't have much supply there, though. He doesn't have, that army is not strong enough to give him an, if I could take this little fort here and make this army of, what's that army there? The Department of the West even flee further, retreat further, and I'll definitely hold them off. Longstreet is doing real well for me here. So his army is starting to run out of supply and run out of readiness. I need to get him back to Arkansas as quickly as I can. Okay, how are we doing? Where is... Here he is up here. Okay. This is... Yeah, this is... I'm going to learn his name eventually. Zollicoffer. How are you doing, Zollicoffer? It says he's got 100% supplies. Got plenty. He's got his depots now. Got enough provisions, enough forage. Can't tell what his readiness is. I'm fixing to start marching him on up. Let's bring him on up here to Columbus. Get on up there to Columbus, please. Now that you've got you some supply, start heading that way. Maybe we can get control of Kentucky. All right, Lawton is now at Cumberland. Lawton, go ahead and construct a supply depot. Okay. Western Army fleeing in panic. Uh-oh. Longstreet lost. No, 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 no. He ran out of supplies, I bet. His readiness. Terrible. He didn't lose that many men, though, so I'm not that disappointed, but he needed more supply. Well, he's going to come on back here to Fort Washita, and I'm going to bring him back on to Arkansas. He has definitely disrupted the operations of the Department of the West, though. Confederacy passes the Regulars Act. That's good news. Let's pause real quick and go to our policies. I don't know if we want to print notes or not. What does King Cotton do for us? Strengthens the agricultural effort to increase the production of farms and plantations. Gives us a lot more money. I think I want more infields. It's going to take 30 days. Let's do diplomacy too to get us some more infields here. Hey, what's going on, Bweeping? Yeah, man, the war is going pretty good for the rebels. I guess we just did lose a battle out here in Oklahoma, but I think I kind of overextended Longstreet. I kind of marched him up there before he had a chance to get his army back into good readiness, and we paid the price for it. But he didn't lose that many men, so I hope it didn't hurt his fame that much. Let me check on him and see. No, he's still got plenty of fame. His initiative and some of his leadership and administrative and cunning has gone down, but he's still got a lot of fame, so I think we're going to be okay with Longstreet. He's already won enough battles. He's won plenty of battles way over here. It is overwhelming, man, for sure. It's definitely overwhelming. It's easy to miss something in this game, and I do have some complaints about some of the panels are not very intuitive, but yeah, I love the battlefield tactics that it has. I love that. Okay, Long Johnston is in position here. I'm going to get him to construct me a fort right here. Where can we build this fort? Let's build this fort right. It's hard to see. Where can we build this? Right there, right there. Okay, so they've started on that fort. So we're going to have a fort at the Cumberland, below the Cumberland on the river there. So that's going to help impede anybody from crossing there. And we're building a fort at Manassas, which is going to slow anybody down that tries to come through Alexandria, Virginia. And we've got Zollinger is marching up toward southeast Kentucky. Maybe we can get into Cairo and take control of Cairo in southern Illinois. That will be very, very beneficial for us. And Longstreet has managed to retreat back down to here. Where's he going now? His readiness is terrible. Can I get you back to Arkansas? No, I cannot move him until his readiness returns. Till he gets some kind of readiness. Okay, Longstreet is at his destination. Morale of the men is broken, and they are well rested. The readiness of my unit is currently deficient. I will carry on according to your instructions. Okay. I want to get him out of Oklahoma if I can. Yeah, march toward Arkansas, please. We've got to get up here and we've got to intercept this small army. Whose army is that? That is the army of Southwest Missouri. I can't tell who's in command of it, but I do know it's there. So we're going to try and get over there and intercept them with Longstreet. Zonnenkoffer has gotten to his destination. So he's taken control of Columbus. Let's see if we can move up here and take control of Cairo. He does not have a very big army there. He's got 10,000 men. We've got 10,000 men. Don't know if we're going to be able to pull that off or not, but I need more men in this army. All right, let's give Parsons another division. Let's see if we can give him an Arkansas division of infantry. We're going to make this a mid-sized division. And let's give Smith another division. We'll draw these guys from Indian territory and we'll get a small division from Indian territory. And let's get another unit of cavalry from Arkansas. Yeah. And let's give our cavalry members different uniforms. We'll give them these uniforms here. I cannot give them any better weapons. See what we can give these guys. Let's give them some infield rifles. We'll give Steele's division some Lawrence rifles. Yeah. This is gonna be an important army right here. Zollifer's army. Definitely want them to be capable. All right, everything's under control in Virginia, it looks like. We're still working on this fortress here. And we're going to keep him from coming across there. How strong is the Army of Pennsylvania now? He's back up to 15,000 men. I'm at 15,000 men, so I feel confident that I can at least match him there. Okay, we're going to rename this army over here. This is going to be the Army of West Virginia. Okay. He's got 8,000 men. I'm happy with that. We'll hold on to that for now. As soon as he gets that fortress built, we're going to move over here to Marietta, Ohio, and see if we can take Marietta, Ohio. It is still rather early on, Bleeping. I have had most of my major battles have been in the West, which is one reason why I think they haven't been able to gang up on me over here in the East. I won some really good battles with Longstreet here, but I think I overextended him. He chased somebody way down here. One of their armies got behind my lines, and he had to chase them over here to Little Rock, and we won a pretty major battle down here in Little Rock. And then he came up here and he won a pretty major battle there. And then I saw where they had moved an army down into southeastern Oklahoma. So I marched him down here and we won some pretty good battles here. Then we chased him all the way across Oklahoma, all the way up here into central Oklahoma, where he finally ran out of supplies and readiness. Uh, so pretty much Longstreet here has been doing most of the fighting for me, and I think he's been kind of keeping them off balance with these battles that he's been winning in the West. So that's kind of been buying some time for us, buying a lot of time for us. I've been trying to really keep them off balance in the West over here. His readiness is just terrible. I've got to get him back into friendly territory. Longstreet, just see if you can get back into Arkansas for now. And we're going to build some supply depots if we can. Get back into Arkansas, and then we're going to come up here and deal with this army. Okay, I'm trying to get him back into Arkansas. Zollicoffer, his army is in good shape. He's got 16,000 men. Well, he's up to 11,000 men. I don't know if we want to try and take them on right now. I may can cross over here and come around from the north and take them on. Why don't we do that? Why don't we try and... Let's try and maneuver around behind them and get across the river over here. And build a supply depot. Well, hold on. He's down to 34% supplies. Let's cancel that order. Cancel that. Cancel that. Just halt where you are. Halt where you are. Come back down here to Columbus. Come back down to Columbus and let's get you resupplied. Then we'll try to do something fancy once we get him resupplied. Let me check on... Yeah, let's check on Lawton's Raiders. He's hanging out here. He's about got his supply depot built. He's hanging out here at Cumberland Gap. I may bring him across the river into Kentucky, and let's see if we can start making some inroads into Kentucky. He may need some reinforcements. He's got 2 brigades. I'm going to give him 1 more brigade. Let's give him a brigade of Kentuckians here. We'll make that a mid-sized brigade of infantry. These are Kentuckians, so let's give them a... Oh, we've got regular troops now, so we can really get some good line troops. That looks like a Kentuckian right there. We're going to give them the butternut color. Yeah, we'll go butternut with the Kentuckians with some gray trousers. Yeah, let's give him another Kentucky brigade. All right, and let's go over here. Right, we've got that fort now. We've got that garrison there. How big is the garrison? We got 75 men in that garrison. Let's check on the Virginia Guardians here. All right, I want to give Ewell another brigade. Let's give him a brigade of... We got plenty of Kentuckians right now. Do we have any Virginians? Where's my... We don't have many Virginians left, but let's give him a brigade of Virginians. And these guys are going to be crack soldiers. We're going to go with some crack-looking dudes right here. I like the look of those guys. So let's recruit a mid-sized brigade, and let's see if we can give them some infield rifles. All right, that's going to be Armistead. Yeah, let's see what Armistead looks like. Armistead's not looking too impressive right now. Oh well, I want to keep. I like Armistead, so we'll hold on to him. Let's see. Let's give Pelham another brigade. We'll give him a brigade of some North Carolinians. That looks like a North Carolinian. That's a North Carolinian look right there. We'll go with some North Carolinians for Pelham. We'll give Smith one more brigade. We will give him some, who do we have in the east? We'll give him some Georgians. That looks like a Georgian right there. We'll go with that. We'll go with that right there. And we'll give them Lauren's rifles. What about Armistead? Armistead is getting some infields. Sibley, let's give Sibley some infields. Okay. All right. Well, I'm right at 3.5 hours. I think that's a little longer than I had intended to play. I'm happy so far with where we are with our progress. Okay, and Longstreet has managed to make it back into Arkansas, so we're going to put him to work. Yeah, we're going to put him to work building a supply depot. Let's see, let me answer this real quick. Right, let's put him to work building a. I can't. He doesn't have enough readiness to build a supply depot. That's fine. Let him get his readiness up with the Western Army, and then we're not in any immediate danger up here, though he is getting some reinforcements. He have right there. He's got an army of 7,000, an army of 8,000, but he is splitting up his armies for some reason, which is a big mistake. But if he wants to split those armies up, that's fine with me. I will be more than happy to defeat them in detail. But I'm going to go ahead and stop here. Pony Express closes. Oh no. We're going to go ahead and call it quits here, and I will get this uploaded to YouTube, to my channel. Weeping, if you're still with me now, I've got an ongoing series here, as well as a lot of my other series that I've played on my YouTube channel. That's Mechawatt on YouTube. So please check that out, and I will get this uploaded and into my playlist. But everybody have a good day, and I will talk to you next time.